And with gyms being closed right now in this hot and humid weather we've been experiencing, it might be a little bit tough for people to get active right now. I got a chance to speak with a sports medicine physician who gives tips on still working out but staying safe.
The biggest danger is heat illness. So heat illness is really a spectrum of different illnesses related to heat exhaustion. So it can range from as mild as mild dehydration symptoms of nausea, muscle cramps, swelling of the legs, but it can be as severe as loss of consciousness and sometimes even neurological symptoms.
Who's most at risk when it comes to heat illness?
Infants, toddlers, and the elderly are most at risk, so they need to be extra cautious in terms of making sure they're well hydrated. There's other risk factors that can affect people, like medications, other illnesses. So it's important to make sure that you're taking into account your own individual situation.
Considering gyms are closed right now and it is so hot and humid outside, how can people work out right now?
As COVID has progressed, there's more and more options for working out at home. So one option is apps that can help guide you in terms of working out safely. There's something as simple as something called the 7-minute workout app that can guide you into a high intensity program that you can still get your exercise in a very concise time. There are live streams on Instagram and YouTube that you can follow, and they're kind of like Zumba and workout classes that you can do at home. And then another option is working with a personal trainer in a virtual setting so that they can guide you through training. I think the important principle to remember is that if you don't have a lot of experience exercising, especially at home, it's important to have someone guide you to prevent injury. For kids, sometimes getting them to engage can be something as simple as doing, just dance or video games, which are more fun and engaging, and it keeps them active without them thinking of strictly as like a physical activity type of, like a formal structured physical activity that they might find boring. Or
I've noticed a lot of people who are working out outside while, on their bike or going for a run, I've noticed them wearing a mask. What's the concern there?
Wearing a mask while exercising poses a risk to decrease oxygenation of the blood. And remember that oxygen is important, especially while you're exercising, for your heart, for your brain, to make sure you're getting enough blood flow to your muscles. And by decreased oxygenation, you have increased risk of muscle cramps, increased risk of heat illness related consequences.
Dr. Khan says the average adult should be getting about 30 minutes of moderate to high intensity exercise every day, and the average child should be getting about 1 hour of activity. He says although it is challenging right now, it isn't impossible, and exercise is essential.